Hello students, let's move to our next topic, that is immune response in human and animals. So this unit is a mixture of many topics, students, like immune system, then we have studied about reproduction, then cell division. All these are included in this unit. So let's begin with immune system. So we all know that human beings and animals, they are attacked by a number of disease causing pathogens such as bacteria, fungi, virus and parasitic protozoa also. So to fight against these disease, human beings and animals, they possess a very efficient and well developed system that is called as immune system. So the protective response of the body against the pathogenic microbes is called as immune response. So it is a protective response for the body to fight against certain disease, certain pathogens that enter our body. So our body generate an immune response against that. In the absence of immune response, even minor infection can hold in the body and can even prove fatal. So if there is no immune system or immune response in our body, then even a small infection also can be very dangerous. It can be very fatal also. It can even prove fatal also. So a person might die also because of some minor infection if there is no immune system. The immune system. Human beings and many higher animals such as mammals, they have highly developed immune system. So immune system is very much developed in human beings and in higher animals. As we go down the evolutionary scale to birds, reptiles, amphibians and fishes, the complexity of the immune system goes on increasing. So in human beings and in higher animals, we have seen they have highly developed immune system, but the immune system of lower animals or you can say birds, reptiles, amphibians and fishes, it is very simple compared to human beings. It keeps on decreasing as we move down towards these animals. Next, the invertebrates such as starfish, earthworm, insect and hydra, they do not possess an immune system. So immune system is not present in case of invertebrates such as starfish, earthworm, insect and hydra. So you must have studied about vertebrates and invertebrates in animal kingdom in biology subject. So there, these invertebrates, they do not possess any immune system, and here also this amphibians, reptiles, birds, fishes, these also they contain simple or simple kind of immune system, but the complexity it increases as we move up in the evolutionary scale. So the complex animals such as human beings and animals, they have highly developed immune system compared to others. Now let us see the composition of immune system. Immune system, it consists of specialized organ called as lymphoid organs and the cells. So immune system, it contains the organs, that is the lymphoid organ, and it contains some cells also. The organs in which the cells of the immune system originate and mature are called primary lymphoid organs. So primary lymphoid organs are the organs in which the cells of immune system, they originate and they mature also. The maturation process also takes place. So in these organs immune system will originate and it will mature in primary lymphoid organs, and these are the bone marrows and the thymus. So in bone marrow and in thymus, the immune system, the cells of the immune system, it originate and mature in bone marrow and thymus. So after maturation, the cells after maturation, it migrate to other organs where these they settle down and they carry out their function. So after maturation, in bone marrow and thymus, origination and maturation takes place. After the cell is matured, after maturation is over, the cells, it will then migrate to other organs where they will settle down and they will carry out their function. So these organs, these are called as secondary lymphoid organs, and it will include lymph nodes, spleen, and the gut associated lymphoid tissue, GALT, gut associated lymphoid tissue. So we have seen in the organs in which the cells of the immune system originate and mature, it will carry out in primary lymphoid organs, and primary lymphoid organs include bone marrow and thymus. And once the cells are matured, the cells, it will then migrate to other organs, and they will then carry out their specific function. So these organs are called as secondary lymphoid organs, and it includes lymph nodes, spleen, and gut associated lymphoid tissue. These are secondary lymphoid organs. Now let us see what are the cells that are included in immune system. We have read the organs. Now we will see the cells. So the cells of the immune system include lymphocyte, macrophage, natural killer cells, that is NK cells, dendritic cells, etc. So this lymphocyte, it can further divided based on the type of molecules that is present on their surface and the function they perform. These lymphocytes, they cannot be distinguished morphologically. That is, by looking into the lymphocyte, we cannot distinguish between different types of lymphocyte, but we can this can further be divided. This lymphocyte can be divided based on the type of molecules that is present on their surface and the function that they perform. The two most important lymphocyte categories are B lymphocyte and T lymphocyte. So the two main categories of lymphocyte include B lymphocyte and T lymphocyte. Another category which differs from both B and T cells in the type of the surface molecules and function, these are called the natural killer cells or the NK cells. So this NK cell, this is different from B cells and T cells in the type of surface molecules that is present, and their function is also different. This function of NK cell or natural killer cell is different from B lymphocyte and T lymphocyte. Next, if we talk about dendritic cells, that is DC, which is also an important part of the immune system, are present in the skin. So these dendritic cells, these are present in the skin. So students, these are some of the examples of the cells that are present in our immune system, and they will help to fight against various kind of infection, various kind of disease, various kind of pathogens that enters in our body.